another Animoji live stream podcast, broadcast, or whatever that is, in an intentional free time in the first day of the weekend. But yeah, I've basically already wasted for around 2 hours of this intentional free time just for sleeping and do a network call. So it's just pretty waste, even though if I basically try to utilize it and I able to do many native language podcasts perhaps, or even many good behavior recording. But right now I'm only try to finish the remaining pre-recorded Animoji footage that I tried to avoid yesterday, because yeah, it turns out at the time that I tried to do a live stream, I basically got interrupted at the 3 minutes. So yeah, it's just more appropriate to do those kind of thing rather than trying to finish the pre-recorded Animoji as soon as possible and then got interrupted, and then I have to plug it in the USB or the OTG drive all the time, or even quite long, which is pretty annoying. So that's the reason why I try to do it on another day, which is in this day. And yeah, what else that I basically wanted to talk about, because yeah, yesterday live stream is pretty short. Usually I try to do it for around 10 minutes, but I'm not sure whether I can do it until 10 minutes right now, because yeah, I'm still technically wanted to do as many productive things as possible, but for some reason I just don't know how much free time that I basically got got, got left before some sort of interruption. So that's the reason why. And what else? Basically, I don't know whether in this day I will try to meet with the colleague on my main job of tasks, because yeah, for some reason I'm still technically a little bit lazy, especially when there are another family matters things that's happen in the weekend. So that's the reason why. And I and usually I'm not sure whether it is gonna be long or it's gonna be short activities, hangout. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I will try to ask first, perhaps. And yeah, it's already 3 minutes, the same amount of time that I tried to do yesterday. So yeah, the iPhone battery that I use for Animoji is also not charged last night. So basically at the moment that I try to use this iPhone is already below 80%, so I just immediately try to use it instead of try to use it while charging, because it's doesn't really matters. It's already below 80% and it will turn off the low power battery mode once it's already charged above 80%. So that's the reason why. But yeah, the battery is definitely keep draining, because I have used this for around 12 minutes in total for the pre-recorded Animoji footage that I just don't know when will I finally try to continue processing and upload again, because it's been more than 2 months that I didn't try to upload any kind of content into this main channel besides this unnecessary live stream, which is pretty simple because I don't need to wait or don't need to struggle with annoying things related to the iMovie application or the low storage on my old MacBook Air. Even though, yeah, I'm not sure whether it is gonna be that good or not, because yeah, probably there are some sort of delay when I try to see the screen between the iPhone screen and also what was actually recorded on the OBS for the live stream. Maybe because the hardware resources are not as good as when I try to use my newest MacBook. Not actually new, so it's already 4 years as well, but yeah, at least it's much newer than this old MacBook Air, which already more than 10 years. So, or even my dream gadget, which is even stronger than those MacBook in terms of the hardware resources. So that's the reason why when I try to stream from those kind of devices, it's just so smooth looking on those monitoring screen on the OBS is just the exact same like the one that show on my iPhone screen. So that's very little delay, perhaps related to the AirPlay. I'm not sure, or even the sensor on the iPhone itself. I'm not sure. So what else? It's already 6 minutes. Already twice the length of the yesterday live stream, and yeah, I don't know. Basically, I am trying to. I have finally able to use the trainer or mod menu for my regular online games that I really like, but yeah, it's basically not the same mod menu or trainer that I more prefer, even though there is some additional feature that never been exist before on the usual trainer that's currently outdated right now. So, but yeah, it's not really matter since it's, but yeah, it can gives a little bit different perspective into the game. But yeah, so basically there are some advantage and disadvantage obviously. So I just try to keep that way, and I just didn't notice that all this time the freezing or the incompatibility of the games is actually expected. Perhaps I'm not sure. So at the time that I tried to press the escape button several times, it's just escape from those freezing moment of the game. Probably it's a common thing when I try to change the window, but yeah, I just don't know why. It's just need to use that way, even though the window is actually already focused on the windows, the window, the windows. Yeah, so yeah, probably we'll try to live stream on the Twitch again, even though there probably no views at all, just like this live stream. I don't know. So yeah, it's okay. At least there are something that I basically try to prepare for the future, perhaps that I will try to reuse. But yeah, it's definitely gonna be so many footage that I can reuse, and yeah, maybe I definitely need to wait for other people's to work on it instead. But yeah, it's definitely gonna be the time when I'm already pretty serious on creating my content, perhaps. So reusing older content is not gonna be that excited. I don't know what's the correct or what's the more appropriate words for that. So yeah. So I just don't know, because most of the Indonesian people is already got the reveal to their income yesterday, but since yeah, the regular date, the regular reveal date is actually happens in the second day or the last day of the weekend, which is tomorrow. But yeah, so they basically got 2 days earlier, which is the fastest possible date that ever come to many Indonesian peoples. So, but yeah, for me, who basically have a more late date in terms of the payday. So yeah, I just need to wait because yeah, even if I already got those reveal, I just don't know whether what kind of things that I basically want to spend, because for some reason I always feel that it's still pretty limited in terms of the things that I basically want to fulfill for around 1 years. So that's the reason why I'm just trying to keep my desires down. Perhaps, I'm not sure. Hopefully, if there is something that I basically want to bought, it's gonna be very worthy for me, or it is very rare that's never been found in pretty long period of time. Because for some reason, the less quite expensive things that I try to bought is actually not really cheap as well. It's kind of like the reverse of what I sell, because when I try to sell several collection that I used to bought for quite expensive price, I eventually sell it on a pretty low price, which kind of like regretful, but yeah, it's okay, since even no matter how much, I think it will not be enough for fulfilling my desire sooner. Perhaps, I'm not sure, because it still really depend on my main job of task, because yeah, that's the biggest or the only my source of income. That yeah, so the one the any kind of income that comes from selling things is basically just trying to get a refund, a little bit refund to what I used to spend in the past. So, yeah, that's the reason why. And it's already 13 minutes, and I don't know what kind of things that I want to say. I think I will try to end these streams right now, or I will try to end this on the 17 minutes. So that's the reason why. So the 7 minutes from this live stream is actually like the continuation from yesterday's short live stream. So yeah, I think it's only 4 minutes remaining to the 17 minutes. I think it's more appropriate. So basically, I don't know whether if I try to compare my spending, my current spending, than what I used to spend when I am still not work at all. I don't know whether it is actually much bigger, or it is at some point it's actually smaller, because for some reason, when you are already trying to work from home, you're started to enjoy little things that basically not really force you to fulfill your desire with an expensive things. So that's the reason why at some point, yeah, it's basically much smaller. Perhaps there are some other factors as well, from what kind of behaviors that I basically try to do or cannot So yeah, that's pretty weird. And yeah, what else? After this, I probably will try to do good behavior recording instead of native language podcast, perhaps. Or I will try to do native language podcast because the iPhone battery is just reaching 50%, which is gonna be the lowest, or it is actually one of the lowest battery level that I ever see, or maybe unless it's what it was happen on the older iPhones that I currently still use, which is already very drained. So at some point when tr- or even when I try to mistakenly charge the 5000 mAh mechanical keyboard that I have been successfully sold, try to charge with the iPad mini, my latest iPad mini, which is obviously have a better battery than this iPhone, but yeah, it's still basically not enough for 5000 mAh, so that's the reason why it will never charge until full. But when I try to see, the iPad batteries is already reaching 40%, so yeah, that's pretty crazy. So yeah, that's the reason why, if you talk about battery from quite big stuffs, is actually very big compared to any kind of battery that's available in a very thin gadget. So battery is just still quite a while to evolve, and because yeah, it's just really relate to the volume and weight. So that's the reason why, if you talk about the battery for the for turning on heavy electronic things, it's definitely gonna be heavy in terms of weight as well. Besides, it's definitely gonna be expensive as well. So yeah, it's already 17 minutes, so I think I will try to stop this live stream right now because it's getting